Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Fullerton with Bilingual Barrier Busters. I want to talk tonight a little bit about accent development. Everybody, even in his or her native language, has an accent. That accent reflects where that individual is from. It has to do with such things as the nasality of one's vowels, or how his or her vowels are drawled out. It has to do with pitch. It has to do with intonation patterns. It has to do with a lot of subtleties of pronunciation that may be hard to describe, but they're there. And we can always tell when we hear people speak if they're not from our area. Sometimes those differences are subtle. Sometimes they're more pronounced. And sometimes people think they have a neutral accent, and what they mean is they sound fine to themselves. Anybody else has an accent, but they don't. Now, where am I going with this? Well, when you learn a foreign language, you're starting from the standpoint of an outsider. You're not from there. The way that you learn to say the sounds is going to be reflected by the language that you speak, i.e., you're going to have an accent. Usually people prior to the age of 13 can be surrounded by a particular accent and acquire it. After that age, it seems like the cement hardens and it is very difficult to not have an accent, but that doesn't mean you can't speak correctly. That doesn't mean you won't be understandable, and that doesn't mean that your accent is going to hinder comprehension. As long as you learn to speak your, particularly your vowels when it comes to Spanish, you want to be very careful of your vowels to speak them carefully and correctly. But as long as you give the correct quality to your sounds, even if there are subtle accent differences, you will still be understandable. What you want to do is learn to speak in a flowing way and join things together in a fluent way so that you're not speaking in a staccato quality like this that makes you hard to listen to. But just stop and think. When you hear people speak English with an accent, isn't it often quite understandable? You will be as well.